Hi and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to go over the easiest way to get 10 times more granite countertop leads in just 3 simple steps. So let's get moving right along. This is the same information that will be listed in the book that you've come here to download. We'll go over a little bit more details and kind of give you some extra pointers in this video. But if you do want to download the book after the video, it is located just below the video. So my name is Jason Lee. I am the marketing director for Extreme Vision Now. So Extreme Vision Now is an internet marketing and web design company, and I am an expert at both of those fields. Besides being an expert at just internet marketing and web design, I'm also a granite countertop marketing expert. I've actually worked for over 10 years with different granite countertop companies. I worked in business development for them and was highly successful with online marketing for them. So I am Granite Master Certified. I have college degrees in both marketing sales and literally dozens of certificates in everything related to online marketing. So I'm very highly qualified to be speaking on this subject, so I think you're going to get quite a bit of good information from this video. So this video will try to be between 10 to 15 minutes long. Hopefully I don't talk too much, but I'll try to keep it nice and clear for you. We'll go over the secret to generating 10 times more leads, and this is something that every granite countertop company can do, so it's not just for a select few. I'll show you basically what you need to know to be able to accomplish that. Then I'll also talk about a couple ways that we can help you with that process if you want our help. Even if you don't want to work with us, I can guarantee that this video will be highly helpful for you and give you a lot of great information. So let's get started. So step one. Basically, the very first thing you need to focus on if you want to get 10 times more granite countertop leads is to make sure that your website is highly effective at converting visitors to leads. So everybody who actually comes to your website from online or from an advertisement that you've done or anything, they're just coming there and taking a look. You basically want to try to capture them and convert them from just coming and looking to actually putting down some sort of information that you can market to them or that you could actually get them into your shop. So how we're going to do that to make your website effective is by focusing on 5 main areas. So the marketing copyright is number 1. Awesome content is number 2. Number 3 is having great headlines. Number 4 is having calls to action, and the last one is having lead capture systems on your website. So let's get into each one of these. The first one is marketing copyright. If you haven't heard of this before, basically what copywriting is it's writing specifically to speak out to the visitors who come to your website or your potential customers based on what their needs, their wants, and their frustrations are. It's a very specific type of writing that is highly effective at getting people to take action. So you want to have this all throughout your website, in your headings, even in your content, literally everywhere. To do that, you do need to know your customers, and you also have to be very alert to where they're at in the buying stage. Not everybody who comes to your website is at the same stage of the buying cycle where they're able to or they're wanting to basically purchase a granite countertop today. They may be 6 months out. They may be just looking for information, looking for colors, edging profiles, all kinds of different things. So you want to basically be able to speak to the different types of customers and also speak specifically to their needs. So the next thing is about awesome content. You have to give your customers very valuable content, but also put it in a very clear and concise way. People are extremely tired of worthless content and basically just pages that have no value to them whatsoever. You need to be adding value to your customers always, answering questions, teaching them something important that they need to know, and establishing yourself as an expert during that actual process. Now, one key note here is that when you're establishing yourself as an expert, you do not want to be talking like a doctor that is using big words and terms that are just specific to the industry that they are not going to understand at all. People literally hate that and they'll leave faster than anything when that happens. So you want to make sure that you're very clear and very simple in your language to be able to explain something to them in a way that they can understand. Don't beat around the bush, and if you cannot explain something in a simple way, then show a picture, show a video, or even a link to another website, or just ask them to call so you can discuss it more in detail. So the next thing are headlines. Headlines are vitally important. They are the things that grab people's attentions. And just like the headline of this book or this video of guaranteeing that you can get 10 times more granite countertop leads, it has to be something that speaks to their needs or their wants. Don't say meaningless stuff in the headlines, and whatever you do, do not spend most of the time talking about yourself or your company. Honestly, people don't care. I've been in this industry for a very long time. Nobody ever really cares to hear, all kinds of different information about the company. Not saying don't put it. It is good to put that things in there if there's some specifics about your company that are good, but people want to hear what they're looking for. So give them what they're looking for and make sure you give them a promise that is going to fulfill their solution. Make it something great or grand, not just we can give you a granite countertop, but we can give you the best granite countertop in all of New England. Okay? So the last thing or the next thing here is calls to action. Calls to action are basically what take your visitor and you convert them into a lead by a call to action. So that actually tells them to sign up or convinces them to sign up in some way or another. Now there's a lot of different ways we can actually sign them up, which we'll discuss next, but the calls to action are what actually convince them. And there's several ways of doing that. You can tell people, call now, or fill out your details here and somebody will call you. Or you can convince them through scarcity. Scarcity is a psychological buying factor, such as saying there is limited time or limited supplies. This works great in the granite industry when you say you only have a few colors left of that slab, and that will convince people that they should come down to your factory or your warehouse and take a look right away. So you always want to make sure that you're doing those, and then you also want to make sure you're giving different options. Like I said, not everybody who comes to your website is ready to buy today. They may be looking for something they're doing next year. So you want to have some call to action and some method of capturing them that you can that is going to get to that person. Because they might not want to give their phone number or call or email or anything this day. All right, and that leads us into lead capture systems. There are literally dozens of different lead capture systems, and these are vitally important on your website. They need to be everywhere. They need to be very specific, and they need to be very well done. Too many of them could throw customers off, and then too few of them, and you're not getting enough customers at all. So, like I said, there's different ways of doing this. There's phone calls, emails, contact forms, newsletter signups, coupons, social media likes, all kinds of different things. We actually specialize in doing lead capture forms. We do a lot of these for our clients and have very unique ways of doing them that actually generate a lot more leads than what a typical web designer would be able to even know about because we do this so much for our clients. So lead captures are very, very effective. All right, so step 2, getting your website and your business ranked number 1 in the local search engines. So this is super important. It's a very, very, very vital step. So how you're going to do that is basically following these 4 main points. Getting your business found online and getting found everywhere, doing search engine optimization, which is vitally important, keep adding content and engaging with your customers, and then keeping your rankings at that number 1 position. So the first step is getting your business found online and found everywhere. So we call this web presence, and it basically means that you're able to be found and you are everywhere that your customers actually are online. So take a look at this picture here. See where it says business. Let's pretend that this is your actual website here. This is how the web actually works. You have your website, and if people are going to come to your website, then they need basically a road or some method that's going to lead them or point them there. So search engines like Google, Yahoo, Bing, those are methods of leading customers to your business. They may search for your business name, which is the easiest thing for any business to be found on, or they could search for keywords such as granite countertops, which you'd have to do SEO for to get your business to be found. But besides just search engines, there are directories. There's generally around 300 plus in every market. There are sites and blogs, there's content sites, there's review sites, there's social media, there's location-based services, there's deal sites. There are literally thousands of different methods that people can find your business online. The more places your business is actually listed and located online, then the better, because basically the more chances you are going to connecting with potential customers. You also want to be connected at places like your industry and related websites as well. So anything like Granite Countertop or like Granite distributors where they distribute slabs, if you can get listed on their websites, that can help. Probably not super vital, but they're very important as well. So the next part is search engine optimization. So you've probably heard about SEO before, and you probably get annoyed weekly by phone calls from people from Asia and India who are saying that your website basically sucks and they're going to improve it with SEO getting you ranked number one. Well, unfortunately, search engine optimization is the hardest thing to do in this entire strategy. However, it is also the highest return on investment by far. So it's very, very, very vital to have a search engine optimization strategy because the payoff for it is absolutely incredible. But you need to make sure that you're working with a company that knows the industry extremely well. This is a very high level science. This is not something your nephew, your cousin, or your kids can do for you. This is something you have to have an expert do. You could try to learn it yourself, but to be honest, it would take literally years to learn. And SEO is constantly changing. It changes a couple times every single year. Google constantly puts out new algorithms and things that makes it all change. So I just straight up tell people you should hire a professional because this is very complicated. But just to kind of simplify and just to explain how this works is that search engine optimization, it's about creating signals that Google and the search engines will take and they'll say that your site should be ranked higher than your competitors. Because ultimately the search engines, they want to provide the most relevant website to the person searching. That has to be the best quality, the best content, the best of everything. It's like a popularity contest. They want to know who is the best. So what we do with search engine optimization is we actually create those signals and we research the market tremendously. We find what your customers are actually searching for, how we can connect with them through keywords, and actually do a very in-depth strategy that's through there. But basically what we do is there's two different parts to it. There's what we call on page, which is everything on your website. Those are very technical coding things, keyword density, those kind of things like that. And then there's off page. These are things that are off of your website. Typically, you've heard of backlinks probably before. This is just one different types. There's several different types of backlinks, but that's one of the signals that Google likes. Like local citations, social media signals, industry backlinks, related articles, videos, press releases. There's a whole bunch of those different things. All of those create signals, and all of them have different values that they actually have as far as a signal. But we can discuss this further if you do want to find out more about search engine optimization. I'm more than happy to kind of go over and give you a little bit more details of what we actually do. I'm very forward when I tell everybody exactly what we do for SEO because it is a very very lucrative thing if you can get ranked number one. And I always want everybody to know that what we're doing is the best out there, and I don't hold anything back, so I just show them everything we do. But all right, the next thing is keeping adding content to your website and keep engaging with customers. So this is very important. All the content that you add to your website should be SEO optimized and focused on keywords. If it's not, it's really not that important because you're really not going to be generating any new traffic from that, just those people who go to the website reading those things. But this is an actual method of generating traffic is by having those articles that are keyword focused. Always make sure it's quality, provide some helpful information. Always make sure you engage with your customers on social media, and always ask for reviews and respond to every review you have. Even if it's a bad review, you want to respond to it. So the last part of this step is keeping your rankings at the number one position. Once you do get ranked, think of it like a race. You are not complete with your race. The race is not over. You may be in the first position, but the race is still running. So you don't want to slow down or else your competitors are going to overtake you. And that number one position in Google is extremely valuable. It can literally generate hundreds of leads per month by being ranked in that number one position, just that spot alone. And it does depend on keywords, so it's not like if you're ranked for one keyword, you're suddenly the number one for everything. You have literally hundreds of keywords. Some are more valuable than others. But the more of those that you get ranked number one for, then the higher amount of visitors you're going to have on your website, which will give you basically a higher number of leads. All right, so moving on, step 3, lead generate to get clients faster. So SEO is a very slow strategy. It takes time to build up and get into those first positions and get results from it. Once you do, your results are just incredible. But however, there's another method that we can do. It's called lead generation or advertising. With this, it's much faster. It's basically like a light switch. We just turn it on and then you're going to get leads right off the bat. However, it does cost more money than SEO in the long run. So the 3 different types here are social media advertising. It's very highly effective, by the way. There's pay-per-click advertising, like Google AdWords. It's very expensive, but it is very fast and it gets good results. And then you want to make sure that you track, test, and constantly monitor everything that you do. So the first one, social media advertising. Like I said, it's very highly effective, and the number one reason why it's so effective is because you can target your specific customers through those ads. It's very specific. We can target locations, we can target specific types of customers, what they're looking for. So that's very good because you're actually going to get quality customers, quality leads to your business. Now, there's 2 methods to this with social media advertising. You have your paid method, which is basically where we pay for Google ads or any kind of other social media ad, and you're going to get, Facebook ads, and you're going to get basically traffic that comes from those people. Now, the second method is where we're actually build out those profiles. So we'll have a Facebook page for your company. We build them out, we generate likes, we get more people to follow your company, and then we advertise to those people. Now, anytime we do advertising to those people, those leads, they cost you nothing extra. So I call them free. So you have your free, and then you have your paid on that one. So the next one is pay-per-click advertising. Now, you've probably heard of this. Most everybody has. Now, when we talk about pay-per-click advertising, generally we're talking about Google AdWords. So in Google, almost everybody knows this, but on the top section, generally the top 3 to 4, and then the right side, those are all paid ads. People pay per click at that spot. So if somebody is typing, let's say they type in granite countertops and they're in your location, they may have 3 companies come up here like Home Depot or some of your competitors. If somebody clicks on that link, they'll actually pay anywhere from $1 something to $4 or $5 per click. So if you get a lot of clicks, you could get 100 clicks, you're basically going to spend about $500, $400 to $500 for those clicks. Now that's why the number one step is so important with having a website that's highly effective, because if your website's not effective, then it's going to really hurt the number of leads you're going to get. You may get no leads from all of those. If you have a very effective website, you may get quite a few leads out of all those people who come. Now keep in mind that's pay per click, so that always stays the same. So the competition may change and the prices may change per click, but basically you're always going to be paying, for that position. The difference is that these positions, they get a very small amount of the search traffic. It's generally around 5 to 6% of people who search. So if they're typing granite countertops, only 5% of people actually click on those ads. The other 94% click on the organic ads, the ones that are below that, because we know that these are paid ads, and so we trust the ones below it better. A big key to remember with Google AdWords, make sure you are using a certified specialist who is excellent at Google AdWords. Don't just try it yourself. I know a lot of people who have tried that before. They've wasted thousands of dollars for years until they finally hired somebody and then realized that they're missing out on a tremendous amount of results because of that. It is very specific. It's very complicated to do. It definitely takes a bit of knowledge to be able to get a good effective campaign going. The second thing I really want to mention is don't trust Google and their free help. If you sign up for an account yourself, Google is more than happy to give you a call and try to offer some free assistance to get you going. But basically, they're in the business of generating clicks, so they get paid per click. So they'll tell you to do all kinds of different keywords, have this huge campaign, up your budget, and basically you're just going to be spending a lot of money. So like I said, just don't trust them because they're there to make money on the clicks. They're not there to make money on you having a higher effective campaign. All right, and then the last bit of that part is basically just testing and tracking everything. And when I mean everything, I literally mean everything. And you want to constantly do it. It's not something that you just set up one time and then it handles itself. You want to make sure that you constantly monitoring your results, making sure that you're not wasting money, and testing to make sure that whatever you're doing with headlines, images, ads, text, calls to actions, all of those things are being effective. Some things are more effective than others, and you're not going to know which are until you actually test them. So that's pretty much it. Those are the 3 simple steps to generating 10 times more countertop leads. I've seen these things just completely transform businesses where they've went to having 4 or 5 kitchens a week to having 30 to 40 kitchens a week. This can be tremendous for your business if it's done right. I mean, so just to recap, the 3 simple steps is making your website highly effective at converting visitors to leads, getting your website ranked #1 in the local search engines, and then the last step is to lead generate to get clients faster. So here's where we do come to a little bit of a problem though, is I did say these were simple steps, but I did not say they were easy steps. And simple and easy are not the same thing. So this is the big problem with this industry. It is very highly effective and it's incredible marketing, way better than traditional marketing, but it is very difficult to do. That's ultimately where we do come in. If you would like to have assistance, we are experts at this. What we do is we offer an exclusive internet marketing partnership where basically how it works is that we partner with your business. We give you everything you need. We set up everything for you and basically just make it extremely successful so you get a ton of leads. And we also guarantee leads. I'm not sure of any other company that does do this. We do guarantee that you will get leads for your campaign or else we will work for free until you do. So that's pretty cool. How it works is very simple. You basically pay us a monthly fee based on what you want us to do. We handle everything that's in those mix based on what you want us to do, and then you basically just get leads that you get to work on converting into customers. So it's pretty simple. Like I said, we handle everything. You don't need to know anything. We can do your website, your online marketing, your SEO, your advertising, Facebook, social medias, the whole deal. But there is a catch to all of this, is that we actually only work with one granite company per location. The main reason why we do this is because it's not fair for us to work with multiple companies and be competing against ourselves. Because basically there can only be one company that's the #1 position when it comes to local advertising as far as like SEO, and those kind of things, which is what we focus on a lot with our customers because everybody sees the value of how valuable SEO is. So we actually only work with one company per location. If you're in a big city, it's generally about a 10-mile radius, something like New York or New Jersey. If it's a smaller city or you're outside of a city, we generally do a 25-mile radius that will only work with one company. There is no exceptions to this whatsoever. If we have an SEO client, we will not take on another client that is in the exact same industry. If you're in a different industry, that's fine, but if it's the same industry, if it's granite countertops, we will not take on 2 companies within that same radius. We do already have quite a few companies spread out across America in different locations. So if you are interested, then I would recommend that you contact us. Let us know. We're doing quite a bit of marketing right now, and we're contacting different locations. So if it's something you're interested in, give us a call or request a contact, and we'll kind of explain basically what we do and go over all those things. What we're really looking for as well is we don't work with all companies. We are looking for companies who understand the value of marketing as an investment, who's serious about getting a lot of leads, and who can handle the growth as well. That's really important. We want to make sure that anybody we work with can handle that many leads coming in, or however it works for your location. So if you are interested, don't wait. Basically what the process is if you want to find out more, then you can click the button below and you can sign up and request a free consultation with us. We will also do a website analysis, and we will basically analyze your current marketing, what your website currently is, what kind of strategy would work best for your location, and we'll give you detailed reports on all of those as well. And those are yours to keep for free. So there's no obligation and there is basically no cost at all if you are interested in finding out what we can do for you. Like I generally, what I do is I have a phone call, a quick phone call with a company. We'll discuss what your goals are, what your company is looking to do, and then I'll do some research, and then I'll contact you back in a few days, and then we'll sit down or basically just go through a screen capture presentation where I'll show you a video just like this, and I'll talk to you and show you exactly what we do. Like I said, I don't hold anything back, so I'll show you what we do and how we get results for our current clients. And then if you are interested in signing up with us, then we can discuss going forward. But that's pretty much it. So hopefully this video was highly valuable for you. Like I said, the ebook is below. You can click it and print it out if you like. And there's a bit more information down the page that talks about what's included in our free consultation. If you do have any questions, feel free. You can call me or you can just hit the schedule the consultation and we can talk and go over some more details. So hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day. Bye.